am literally begging you as a girl to date whoever you want and date as many people you want. As a girl who grew up in a Christian household, semi-strict, and I was Haitian at that, well, I am Haitian at that, date as many people as you like. Growing up, I feel like a lot of our parents and elders tell us to focus on school, don't get distracted by dating, don't get distracted by boys, just focus on school. And that's good advice, because obviously we want to be successful, we want to have great careers, they want us to have a good head on our shoulders, but dating should definitely be talked about more. And when it's not talked about, I realize a lot of us women, we tend to settle. We tend to settle for men who don't do as much as we like. Not all men.
Not all relationships, disclaimer. We
tend to stay in very abusive relationships. Women just aren't as confident. Those are the 3 things that I noticed and I realized in women where dating wasn't talked about in their household. And for me, as someone who's 25 years old, I'm getting to know the world, growing in my femininity. Is that a word? Growing into my womanhood, my frontal lobe is developing. I'm literally seeing the importance of dating. I'm observing other people's relationships, and I've always been an observer of people's relationships. I just realized, like, a lot of us women, we tend to stay in very controlling, abusive relationships. And especially, it's usually the first relationship that, or the first man that ever gives us attention or gives women attention, because we're not used to the dating growing up. We're used to, like, the idea of, like, oh my goodness, if I date around, I may be considered a hoe, or like, I'm supposed to stay with the same man. And it's such a toxic mindset. And even under Christianity, there's such a toxic mindset when it comes to, like, dating and marriage. Not all. I don't want you guys to come for me, so I'm not gonna tap into those waters, because if we want to talk about it, we can really talk about it. So guys, drop it down in the comments below, tell me how you guys feel about that. But I personally think it's okay for you to date. It's really okay for you to date. Dating gives you time to get to know the world, get to know different people, because we all come from different walks of life. And there's so much beauty in knowledge. There's so much beauty in learning and being curious and being exposed to so much. And I know you guys know that. Like, I know you guys know that. I really hope you're not watching this video without liking, subscribing, and sharing. Like, I really hope that's not you right now. So please don't embarrass me right now, and make sure you like, subscribe, you share, and leave a comment. Like, come on, let's talk, let's interact. All right, let's get back to the video. Dating also allows you to not settle. When you date, you know what you like, you know what you don't like. You don't have to stick with the first person that you meet. You don't have to. You don't have to stick with the first person that gives you compliments. You know you're beautiful. You know you have a nice body. You know you're very charismatic. You know you got a good head on your shoulder. You know that. Just because the first person that walks into your DMs, crawls into your DMs, is like, hey, you're so beautiful, and I know da-da-da-da-da-da. You can acknowledge a compliment, but that doesn't mean you have to give yourself right away. Oh, this is my person. Like, I'm going to stay with him forever. No. Date around. Don't give yourself up to everybody, okay? You don't gotta open up the to everybody. I don't know, drop it in the comments below, but I'm like, no, you don't have to give up to everybody. But no, you can date. You can date multiple people at once. It doesn't have to be 10, it doesn't have to be 15, but you can date 1, 2, 3 people. You can get to know people. And I think, like, there's just so much beauty in that, because you also learn about yourself too. What do you like? Who are you? Who are you when you're mad? Who are you when you're uncomfortable? How do you react in uncomfortable situations? How do you react when you notice that someone is staring at your partner? How are you able to regulate your emotions? Like, there's just so many components to it. And I truly believe that if more parents talked about dating growing up, if they talked about it with their daughters growing up, a lot of us women, we wouldn't stay in very toxic relationships, or we wouldn't be afraid to date around and explore because of the idea that we may be considered too much around. Like, when I tell you, I literally commend any and every girl who be out here like dating, moving on to the next, because you really don't have to stay. Who's telling you to stay? Who's forcing you to stay? Like, I do remember when I was younger, I would judge like the girls in high school. Like, I'd be like, dang, she got a new boyfriend. I can definitely admit I was that kind of girl. But growing up, I'm like, no, you are not wrong, queen. Because look at where you are right now. You know not to settle. You know how you should be treated in a relationship. You know what you should be expecting in a relationship. You know how to be a girlfriend. You know how to be a wife. Like, you know this. Why? Because you dated. Because you took the time to be curious about life, about this very important aspect of life that not a lot of us talk about. So you're not wrong, queen. So yeah, date around, girl. But date the right people too. Date the right people. Date the right people. That's very important. Not everything and everyone, just like I was talking about earlier, but date around. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Like, do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Girls shouldn't be dating. Do you believe in high schoolers being allowed to date? Like, I don't know, what you guys think? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Mwah.
I remember when Roe reminded me, the righteous shall live by faith. Ever since then, I've been living like it ain't never been a such thing as being faithless. And I know as long as I stay faithful, God will keep guiding me to where I need to be. And ain't no more running. Found out I couldn't hide from His hand. Grateful that none of my rivals can stifle His plan.